Craig Sullivan, good to see you. Boy, is that countdown music hypnotic, I got to tell you. I felt like I was just on the verge of being hypnotized or something like that.
I
Craig,
know. I just blacked out. So
bark like a drunk on the worst show on Friday nights.
Arf, arf.
Oh gosh, Craig, I don't know. It feels late. It's dark out and stuff like that. Yet I just don't know what time it is.
To wobble?
No, Craig. No.
For an audit.
Yes. Hey, everybody. We got the one and only Craig Sullivan over there. I'm Glenn Hausman. You have wandered into Friday Night Audit. Craig, I'm looking at those opening credits as they're going. That did not look like you. What are you doing?
And you know what? I've already had twice as many haircuts this year than I did last year. I don't know. I can't figure it out.
That is true. Yeah, you are looking pretty good. Colleen is right out of the game with the question, what does garrulous mean? That means talking too much on usually trivial topics.
Not you.
Plus, it's got Gene. You got the alliteration, so it all seemed really appropriate to me as I'm recovering. Craig, I've been on the road for almost 2 weeks now. Yep. I'm home. I'm feeling good. I am ready to just sleep all weekend, I got to tell you.
No, come on.
I think I might.
Don't you have to start weatherproofing the rest of your backyard this weekend?
Yeah, totally do. But I have people do that because I'm not capable of it. Don't even do this. Every time I try to fix something, I compound the issue, and then I have to pay someone to fix it anyway. So I've learned just to let them do it right out of the gate, Just
pay for it once.
It's much easier. Just focus on what I'm good at, making really bad jokes and drinking alcohol. That's Greg, what do we got in store for us tonight?
Well, we've got a wonderful person joining us tonight. She's an industry leader, and she's still coming on this show. Okay. Still. We've got Miss Emmy Hise from CoStar joining us. You might remember her from Click Connect a week or two ago. Emmy, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for joining the mayhem.
Yeah, what a mistake. Well, hold on. Colleen, did you have to? No, Colleen, I did not have to look that word up.
Glenn is a wordsmith.
That's right. Okay? I've been using words since really early in my life. So
do you do like word of the day or anything?
No, I used to do all of that, but then I got discouraged by how many I didn't know. Had the opposite effect on me. I'm like, I thought I knew words. I guess I don't. So I put it. I mean, what do you think of words? Fan? Like them? Not so much?
I mean, I think they're, fun to use. I would always I tried the word of the day myself.
Yeah.
And I would always say, I'm going to remember that and use that in a sentence. And then I never did. And so I also gave up on it.
Yeah.
So I really like the right click and synonym button when I'm writing, because I'm like, I should probably use a different word to describe it. So
that's too funny. All right. Now, producer Dave, for some reason, is not here. And I really wish he was, Craig. I really wish producer Dave was here. You know why I wish that? Because I'm remembering to do this. That's right, it's cocktail time, or this time we might be talking about beer. We might be talking about a local Coloradan brew. I don't know which one you picked, Emmy. What is your choice of booze for us this evening?
Okay, so I chose this Dry Dock Apricot Ale, which is a local brewery in Colorado. Right. And I was introduced to it because my husband and I were walking through a liquor store, and they're like, hey, do you like fruity beer? And we said, yeah, we like fruity beer. Yeah. And so they gave us a sample of it, and we tried it and really liked it. And then a couple years later, I was on a soccer team with a girl who worked for this company who actually
Right.
did the artwork on the beer cans. So not this
Oh,
specific beer
right.
can, she did like the sour version of this apricot one. But I was like, "Oh, can you start bringing this beer to our soccer game so we can drink them in the parking lot after the games?" And so, love this beer.
Love it. What a great story. Now, do you have a lot of, microbreweries and IPAs throughout the greater Denver area?
There are so many. It is crazy. I think at one point they even had like a bike tour that you can do around Denver where you kind of like rent
Oh
those
my God.
bikes and they give you like a map and stuff. I don't know where that's at now, you know, post COVID, but I also don't know how safe it is after a few breweries to be on the
Well,
bike going through
I
the
was just going to
city.
ask you if they made it mandatory that you had to wear a helmet before you started the tour. So,
Yeah, so there's so many. I joke that I'm in this middle camp where it's like I feel like there's like kind of the Bud Light and Coors originals, and then there's like real craft beer people
That's
here in
it. Mhm.
Colorado, and I'm just like right in the middle, like make it a little fancier,
Right. So
but
you're smart enough to know that those beers suck, but not so pretentious as that you've got to get all fancy
yeah.
fancy.
And also being from Colorado, I don't think I'm allowed to say that anything bad about Coors because
No, no,
they
no,
oh
might
no,
kick
they'll
me
run you
out.
out of the
no, no,
state.
no,
Yeah.
no,
They'd kick me out for sure.
no. Yeah,
Well, I
Adultus.
think they
Is that
do that too
Adultus
if you
Coors?
buy
Is
any
that his name?
Anheuser-Busch.
What?
Yeah. Don't they run you out of Colorado if you're buying any Anheuser-Busch products?
Well, they don't run you out of the state as much as you just kind of disappear. You
Hmm. Yeah, we don't talk about it.
know. Although I will tell you, the mountain lions look really well fed these days up there in Colorado. That's all I know. But I don't know what that has to do with anything. Absolutely. Andy, how awesome is Colorado? I got to tell you, that's one of my favorite states. I have fantasies about moving to Colorado. How long have you been there?
I'm a Colorado native,
No
which I
way.
actually,
Wow.
a lot of people are like, wow, you're a unicorn. Like, I go to meetings, we say where we're from, and I'm the only
Right.
one who's actually
Yeah.
from here. So, I love that you want to move here, but don't. We have so many people now.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. It's great.
No,
I
no,
understand why
no,
people
for
move
sure. And
here.
it's gotten so crazy expensive over there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not like, Craig in LA by any means, but it's definitely, let's just say the equity in our home has gotten a lot better in recent years. So.
Thanks, Silicon Valley, for
Yeah,
that. They were
sadly,
pouring out of there in
my
droves.
equity in my home has gotten much worse over the last few
Got to
years.
stop writing those checks.
What can I tell you?
So, Emmy, is there snow on the ground there yet? What's the weather like in Denver now?
So there's definitely snow on the mountains. So I love it because it kind of makes the mountains look more blue on the view and then like the white caps, which is great.
Yeah.
But in terms of kind of more the metro area, no snow has stuck yet. It's like that time of year where you wake up and you're like, oh my gosh, it's 25 degrees. It's so cold. But then, by 2 p.m. it's 63 to 65 degrees.
Wow.
So it's the time of year of layers, I would say.
Yes, I think layers is always a good strategy anyway for dressing, particularly like Colleen, who's in Tampa. She probably puts layers on when she goes inside to like the mall and stuff like that. It's just smoking cold over
Yeah.
there.
Well, you guys have got basically a whole year to make that trade for Aaron Rodgers for your football team. Okay, so are they working on that at this point?
Do you know what's funny is, we've talked like I cover a lot of markets,
Mhm.
and for the longest time, the headline was the same in so many markets. We might get Aaron Rodgers. So honestly, until things happen, I just don't believe it. Like even when Peyton came, we were
Right.
like, is it gonna happen? And
Yeah.
so until it is official, I just have to wait and see. I was actually really bummed because my favorite player, Von Miller, went to LA, and
Yeah.
that's my jersey. That's a jersey I wear. So, I'm still gonna wear it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He'll retire a Bronco. I mean, it's yeah.
Go into our Ring of Fame, hopefully.
Yes, absolutely. Emmy, why don't you tell the audience what you do over at CoStar? Because I'm not sure everybody's aware of the wonderful services that you provide.
So personally, for CoStar, I cover hospitality analytics for the Western United States. So I'm Montana down through New Mexico west, which is quite a bit, but I really focus on the major markets and I look at the hotel trends. I present them. I make videos. I write market reports. But CoStar in general is a database platform for commercial real estate products, and I focus on the hotel sector.
Right, and you guys probably have seen her colleagues on No Vacancy Live because they've got all the great statistics, and quite frankly, they're the ones that a lot of people base everything on. Everyone puts together their competitive sets and kind of figure out how much everyone is doing. You benchmark yourself against that, and it also helps create an understanding of where I might want to be able to do my next development because of I get this understanding, that understanding of how these markets work. Right? That makes sense there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's you. Do you want to do up the next commercial and intro for me? Because you just nailed it.
Yeah, I would love to do that. Sadly, I've got auditions for game shows coming up.
I once had a Lyft driver it was like an hour-long Lyft, and what he did on his spare time was just go to every game show possible. And so it was actually fun chatting with him. Like, well, what's your favorite and
Yeah.
why? And
What's his favorite and why?
I think he said The Price is Right
Right. Yeah.
was his favorite. Him and his wife did that, and he's like, she got picked twice, and
Whoa!
so
I have to drive this, and I have to drive this Uber to pay off all the tax debt that I incurred.
I know.
Especially in LA.
Hey, Abby, so you put together info for real estate transactions for hotels? Get a little deeper into what you do with the analyst. I suppose as a hospitality analyst, you go, hey, hospitality, tell me about your mother. And then you just listen.
Yeah.
Right.
So basically, CoStar acquired STR. So I follow the hotel trends of the major KPIs, occupancy, ADR, RevPAR, but CoStar tracks real estate transactions. So yes, we get those sales comps, and I try to say, all right, this type of class is trading more than this class. Is it discounted? Is it not discounted? Here's the cap rate. That type of analysis with the comps we get. But it's tough sometimes with hotels unless it's a REIT. Not everyone's willing to share those details that really help me.
Well, the brokers do because they love your comps, and I think you guys have got the best comps in the industry and always have. But the brokers seem to go to you guys almost an hour after the transaction closes because their name and smiling face is also on that comp sheet, along with all the other data. So
that is true. We have great.
They're taking that NDA and throwing it right out the window at that point.
Well, I don't know if I'd go that far. I don't want to get anyone in trouble here. So.
I do. Let's keep going.
Everybody expects them to do that. Come on. That's the exclusion in there. If you're a broker, you can go tell everybody as soon as it's closed.
It's on LinkedIn.
Yeah. If it's not on LinkedIn, did it happen? That's what I want to. That's what I want to know. Yeah, right.
That's new rule.
Thanks for everyone who's tuning in to Friday Night Audit. Just ask your questions of Miss Emmy Hise over here. Talk to us about what's going on. What do you think? What do you like to curl up to the weekend with? What kind of drink do you have? Emmy, I'm drinking a Leffe over here because, quite frankly, I was too lazy to get out there today and go find the types of beers you had because I may have eaten too much and drank a little too much last night accidentally.
No, not on your birthday.
I know. I was going to say, if you're not doing that on your birthday, you're doing something wrong.
Oh, I had such a good dinner last night. I got to tell you guys, seriously. So I found this place that I've been wanting to go to. It opened up during the pandemic, and it's an Italian steakhouse, but the angle of it is all like wood-fired stuff. So I'm like, I'd rather do that than a traditional steakhouse, or sushi is like kind of my favorite go-to place. So I'm like, let's try this place. It was freaking awesome. Wait, Craig said it, not you, Emmy. All right, they're like 30 seconds behind, just so you know. All right, so I had an amazing wood-fired steak. We had I must have had like 4 glasses of wine. We had zucchini flowers, grilled octopus. We had grilled calamari. We had I think some oysters. They gave us cheese out of this giant cheese wheel and stuff like that. It was
wow,
really really.
I'm surprised
Someone
you're still
actually
not
just showed me a
asleep.
video of that cheese wheel thing when I was at the New York conference.
Oh, they
She
had
like showed me on this YouTube video because we were at an Italian food restaurant. I'm like, I need to find somewhere that has this.
one. Hey, nothing is wrong with this beer. This is a great beer. I love it. I was just too lazy to go get the official beer for this broadcast. So, Richard, I just jumped right into my fridge, and that's what I got. My birthday was wonderful. Thanks for asking, Durain. It was,
Aloha, Durain.
yeah. Cheers. No, Octopus was awesome. When Octopus is done the right way,
Yeah.
it is fantastic. I made some in summer 2020. We didn't get around to it this past summer. It came out so amazing. So if you don't like octopus, give it a try. It is worth it.
I don't understand that. You cannot cook a brisket to save your life, but you got octopus right?
That's right.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
As long as I'm clear on that, okay.
Amy, the name of the restaurant was Osteria Umbra. At least that's how I think it was pronounced. I'm not Italian. If it was, if it was Israeli, maybe I'd have a better shot at it. Yeah, the cheese wheel thing was great. Actually, I had 2 cheese wheels going on. Number one, they came over the big giant Parma wheel, and they cut out little chunks and gave it to everyone, kind of like an amuse-bouche kind of a situation, right?
Nice.
Tongue, get you all excited about eating that great olive oil with the breads. And then my son Ben ordered the special, and the special was the fresh pasta tossed in the cheese, and they use the big fire thing to that's the
torch
or the torch. Torch.
Hit the laugh button.
Melt it, and then they mix in all the cheese and stuff like that. It is so cool. So cool.
I'm so jealous. So jealous.
Don't be. You should have seen the bill.
Wait, so did you pay? Because normally
Right,
I
yeah,
feel
it's
like
your
other people are
birthday.
supposed
You
to pay
didn't
for you
pay.
for your birthday.
Actually, it is weird. Like when my wife will then take the bill and go, I got this, right? Because really it's the same difference. But I would like to thank Mama Hausman for coming and picking up that big bill last night. Love you, Mom. Thank you.
Nice.
Colleen used to fish squid. Can't imagine it in my mouth. Oh, well, if you have a bad day, just eat the bait. That's what I say.
And pray tell, what do you know about fishing?
Yeah. Right. What's the anticipated RevPAR trend for luxury properties next year? Asks our friend Amy Montgomery.
Oh wow, that's a
No, sorry. This question's for Sully. Just kidding.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me.
No, just joking. All right. RevPAR trend for luxury properties next year. Now, guys, this is a drinking show. We are not asked there to give any specific numbers, just some basic concepts. None of this is legal or official. Thank you. You can continue now.
Basic concepts. The luxury class is forecasted to do very well next year. It's actually done extremely well so far this year, and
kind of like how rich people have done in the overall economy.
Well, the ADR premiums in the luxury class have exceeded pre-pandemic levels more than any other class. It's the occupancy that's lagging, but we expect to see a bigger surge into that class into 2022. So, luxury product, definitely a good forecast.
Hey, Emmy, I got a question for you. Is bleisure going to become a permanent category?
Oh, it's funny. That was a topic at the NYU conference too. And then there was a joke if it was going to be added to the dictionary because staycation was apparently added to the dictionary, which I did not.
Emmy, so is dope. That Homer Simpson.
So was fish with PH.
I kind of feel like it's a trend to stay. I mean, look at Click. Like I think we've already talked about it where it's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go to the conference. Maybe I'll stay for the weekend and explore. And I think a lot of people are feeling that way. Like, I'm already there. Let's enjoy the time here. That combined with hybrid makes it a little bit easier for people to tack on days to their trips.
Exactly.
So,
and don't tell anybody you're going to Disneyland with Glenn and I.
If you tell them that you're going, no one will come because we'll be there. You
Well,
know?
don't tell anyone, especially my 5-year-old daughter. I
Oh,
think she
dude,
would be
you can't do that. I will be, when I leave to go to this trip, I will be telling my 17-year-old sons, suck it.
Will they still be at the house then, or are they going to be on their way to college?
No, it's in March, man. They don't start college till next fall. So,
Well, I didn't know if you had them in an accelerated program. I figured you're trying to get them out of the house now.
no, I'm trying to find every way to get them to not leave the house. They are trying to leave.
Okay.
I love them too much. I don't want them to go.
Oh,
Hey, they're still in school. There's still a tax deduction, so you don't have to worry about that.
That's true. Looking forward to meeting you at Emmy, at Click, says Nikki Fox. Nikki, it was fun to hear from you today.
thanks,
for
Nikki.
thanks for texting me. Yeah. So Amy's also saying, hey, how many martinis does it take to get someone drunk at a luxury bar? That's a
Depends
really
how much you're tipping.
Good answer. Good answer. I like that.
I like that. Craig, what would be your answer?
2.
I
Because
agree.
the tips are going to be really big on each one, so that there's going to be double, triple shots in there. So,
Mike, that's why she's here, to avoid having to go home to deal with a little one. But I got to be honest with you, 5-year-old is a freaking adorable age. It must be so much fun for you right now.
It is a lot of fun. I also have a almost 2-year-old. He turns 2 in a couple weeks. So
That must not be as much fun.
yeah,
That's a little bit more hands-on and rough.
that is a little more hands-on. Yeah, now the 5-year-old, she's a lot more fun to hang out with, and she still thinks I'm cool. So that's always positive.
that's good.
Yeah, you've got about 18 months left.
No.
I'm
You
hoping
got
a little
longer
bit
than that.
longer.
You got more time than that. Yeah, my
All right.
grandson's 5 years old, so
Craig,
it's a great age.
you started something, Craig. Nikki's saying, hey, I'm from Cali, only been to Disneyland twice, and my corporate office is in Anaheim. Can I request Click Disney after party?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Nikki. So yeah, but 5's a great age. I'm loving. Yeah, my grandson comes over midweek, and I can, spend the afternoon with him, and we were having a great time. So it's just when they become teenagers, it's auto insurance and everything else that goes along with the teenager. It's like no, no.
I will tell you, Emmy, the most challenging thing I think as a parent is as they get older to find more ways to sneak around drinking and doing other things you might be doing that you don't want them to you don't want to model them for. It gets very tough. They know what's going on, just like my mom had eyes in the back of her head,
Yeah. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's really rough. Craig, what was your way of kind of sneaking around and doing stuff so the kids wouldn't find out?
I was always occupying the garage.
Right.
Okay, and there was no entrance other than the garage door for the car.
Right.
So I could lock it from the inside with a bolt, and they tried to open it, and it would hit the bolt, and that was my my early warning signal.
That's funny.
These are good tips. What other tips do you guys have for me? I need to know.
Yeah.
Never leave the remote control out for the television or the stereo. And if you have any guitars or amplifiers or musical instruments, kiss the finish goodbye now.
Right. And I would also say, don't get emotionally attached to anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Breakage is a big thing. Yeah. My son and I and my parents were all over at the Kahala on Oahu when he was small. And trying to impress my son, it's like I ordered him a hot fudge sundae and it came in a big goblet, and he had to pick it up and come running towards me to show it to me, and he dropped it right in the middle of the white carpeting, and his eyes just went boom, and he didn't know what to do, and I just said, it's okay, don't worry about it. I called room service. I had somebody have to clean it up immediately, tipped them really well. And then I got him another hot fudge sundae. We took it out on the patio. The room we had overlooked the dolphin lagoon. So we were on the lower level at the Kahala. Yeah, he was eating his hot fudge sundae out there, just having a great time at that point. But almost the whole trip went like that. soon as he went over with the hot fudge sundae and the white carpeting. Oh my God.
That is absolutely that is a nightmare right there.
Yeah.
Right? Woo.
Oh, my son used to spill stuff all the time. And it was like, from like 5 till 20, I would not allow him to have food or beverage in the car because I never knew where it was going to go, but I knew it was going somewhere.
I think I might have to institute that rule because I had to give someone a ride somewhere unexpectedly. So I was like, all right, let me move the car seat. And there was so much nasty crumbs under the car seat. I was humiliated. I was like, I vacuum, but I don't lift up the car seat to like vacuum under it. And I was like, do you want my windbreaker to sit on? And they were like, thanks for reminding me why I don't have kids. I was like, sorry.
Yeah, I listen.
This conversation.
Oh my God, he's here.
Yeah, well, I don't know about you guys, but one time I took the car seats out and there were so many layers, they wouldn't let me get the car washed. They had to call in some archaeologists first to go through everything.
So funny story, kind of funny. During that most recent hurricane we had in Jersey, my car got flooded a little bit. Not bad, still runs. But I had to have my father-in-law take out the car seats, center console, to take the carpet out to dry it out, clean it out. And he took out my back seat and all of the crap that was under the back seat from the kids and my friends and more kids and the other kids' kids. It was disgusting, embarrassing. I didn't care, but it was pretty rough.
Oh my God. How are you, David?
Good. Sorry, a little late. Hotel tech issues came up. Had to go deal with those a little bit. But I made it. I got a really good surprise for you guys.
I'm going to show you the slick back, the sweater on. Look at that.
He's got a really good surprise. What? You can't stay?
No, not that good of a surprise. Not that good of a surprise. But I did get an early Christmas gift for myself. And I'm very excited to show it to you all. But we're going to do it at the end of the show. A little bit of a teaser. You got to
dude,
what it is.
What are you doing, man? Look at you.
Look at me actually like running a show well. I know it's a foreign concept.
33 minutes to get it in, dude.
I know, 33 minutes. And also, if you didn't notice, guess what? My jail cell's gone.
Yeah, I was like, when you first popped on, I'm like, where are you now all of a sudden? Did you move offices?
I did move offices.
You moved from 5 levels below ground to just 2?
I am just 2 levels below ground now, so I'm a little bit closer to the sun. Not fully there.
But he got a fan.
But I do have a fan now because, you know what? It's because I have a very goth look. This is goth? I would say it's Ginzo, if anything. God.
Oh my God, that was fun.
Mike, I am signs of a future GM. Well, it's funny you say that, Mike. Or Dan, sorry, Dan. Because this is the GM's office I'm sitting in now. No, I'm not the GM. I'm holding my GM position for Craig's new hotel. But this is the new office I'm sitting in. But the reason there's a fan here is because I sit with my amazing director of operations and my amazing director of housekeeping who run insanely cold. So it's 77 degrees in here. They're wearing jackets. I'm dying. So they both just left. I just put the AC on 69 degrees. I'm going to enjoy some cold.
Why are they wearing jackets and cold at 77 degrees? Are they like 85?
Because they're psychotic.
Hey, hold on. I have the opposite problem where I need space heater under my desk. So offices are just way too cold, I tell you.
Yeah.
Hit the button again.
All right.
Hey.
Not that button.
You have your board there?
I'm just trying to stick up for,
the timing of my joke way off. Great, thanks.
Dave, you already missed all the excuses I was making for being totally inadequately ready for today. But
that's what. And how is that different from any Friday?
Was that?
What?
How is that different from any Friday?
I know. That's a very good point.
In all fairness, David, Glenn got it right.
He played the video.
Did the intro for the drink. So
thank you.
He did. I think I was watching last week's was it last week that you missed it? And it was like really.
That's every week. And if you see it get played 99% of the time, it's because
twice out of 40 episodes, I think, right?
All right, but listen, I'm going to remember something else. Now that Dave is here, Sully, you asked me to do this. We got some breaking news, people. Breaking news.
according to our friends over at Bloomberg, billionaires are having a problem buying private jets. There is a shortage.
Oh no!
Now,
Wait, hold on.
Also
let's throw that. See if anyone cares. Nope.
And so they're turning to mega yachts and mega mansions, and that is all spurred on by the cheap cost of funds right now. So I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to have to survive with last year's Gulfstream, I guess.
Well, I mean, honestly, as a potential future billionaire who's going to be running the Craig Sullivan Hotel, because I know that's what I'm going to get paid, right, Craig? Because we know that's my role.
Absolutely, you're going to get paid.
Suzanne, he definitely said Bloomberg. He did not say Bloomberg, but I was going to
yeah, I definitely said that.
Yeah, right.
So,
that was on purpose.
When I get paid
Just
the
like
$1 billion a year salary, Craig, which jet should I start pre-ordering now, right? Isn't that what you do when you think you're going to get a big raise? You spend the money now. So
yeah, go out and get, you know what?
Solid strategy.
Boeing has had so many problems. Go buy one of their Boeing business jets, okay? It's the most expensive private plane on the market. It's a 777. So go buy one of those, and you'll also help the American economy. Suzanne, how are you?
Yeah.
Hold on a sec, because this is what we do. In case anybody doesn't know what a Boeing business jet is, like someone like myself, it is this.
There you go.
That looks great.
So
you could take your entire family, your wife's, my family, Glenn's family, and still have seats left over.
So, Glenn, when are you going to be, getting us that for remote shoots for No Vacancy Live?
Well, I'm still working out the deals with Wheels Up over there, right, Sully?
There you go. Yeah, Wheels Up.
They just offered me a deal. If I put in $100,000 now, I could lock in the current rates that are going up December 1st. So I'm considering acting now. So I'm like, $100,000 private jet or 2 months of my kid's college education? I don't know.
Hey, Glenn, at least if you go Wheels Up, they've got that tie-in with your favorite airline, Delta, so you earn miles. Okay?
I'm just going to cut out the middleman and just fly Delta. I think I will.
Mike asked, is Amtrak still a thing? Let me tell you about Amtrak first of all. We don't know about the other parts of the country. Let's talk about Amtrak. Is this not going to go where you guys think it's going to go? I love
it. Neither does Amtrak.
Well, there goes our sponsorship with Amtrak. I actually love taking Amtrak along the Northeast Corridor. I think the Amtrak Acela ride from New York to Boston is the easiest, most convenient way to get to Boston. I'm not flying it. I hate driving it. You just get on the train in Newark Penn Station, you chill, you talk to Glenn, you watch the Yankees, you're in Boston in no time.
Yep.
Same thing to DC. Now, if you're going any further than that, maybe you don't want to do that because you end up getting pulled to the side by the CSX trains. But
that's right.
That Northeast Corridor line, DC to Boston corridor, beautiful train ride.
Well, we'll have to have Bruce Ford confirm that when he's on next month.
Bruce likes it as well. I liked it. When I lived in Brooklyn, I used the Northeast Corridor Amtrak all the time. Again, anywhere, Boston, Philly, down to DC area, it made the most sense. If you didn't have a car, there was no reason to go to the airport. By the time you go to the airport, you get off the airplane, you get the stuff together, you get to the hotel, you've spent the same, if not more time. Plus, you have to deal with the hassle of security and all of that kind of stuff.
And that's like 60 years ago, right? We're talking about now, and you have to go through TSA. Craig got that joke. I heard. Thanks, Craig. TSA.
Glenn didn't hit the button, but
Glenn didn't get it. Yeah.
There we go.
But between TSA, all that stuff, you just walk in Newark Penn Station. Now it may be an hour late. There's no guarantee the Amtrak's going to be on time.
No guarantee the plane's on time.
That's true. So once you get on the Amtrak, you have leg space, you got the bar cart, you got Wi-Fi for free. It's just a better ride. Yeah. And then driving up 95 to go to Boston or down to DC, forget that.
All right, so Daniel, he's got an important question here. I missed the show. You opened up the Delta Million Miler box. What was in it? You missed something. I got
Something. We're still trying to
I
figure
got
it
a
out.
card that was a representation of a $250 gift card, not an actual gift card, representation of one. And then if that's not good enough for you guys,
What does that mean?
I know. I'm so
supposedly
confused.
I got $250 credit on my account, but the card's not the card. It's just on my account. I don't know. I didn't see it there. Whatever. I called Delta last week about it. I should be getting the return phone call from them next month. I'll let you know how it goes. Then
after the end of the year,
I also got not one but two of those luggage tags that say that I've got 1,000,000 miles. It just ran. It says million miler. And then I got this. I could show you guys. Let me go fetch it. I'll be right back.
I think the luggage tag, while Glenn's doing that, I think the luggage tag, besides it saying I'm a 1,000,000-mile customer, it should say, open my luggage. And then everybody would be really shocked what's inside.
I got this.
Wait, hold on. Where are you now?
You got his crystal.
Wow.
So basically, for your 1,000,000 miles, they gave you about $250 worth of crap.
They gave a paperweight.
Yeah, this stuff. It's nice though.
Yeah,
It's
is.
Real acrylic.
I feel like I could have gone to the local
Genuine.
mall and gotten that for you for $10.
What is that, Dave?
I feel like I could have gone to the local mall and got you that for $10.
I think you could have. I think you could have. I
No
think
doubt.
I saw the Delta guy online ahead of you, as a matter of fact.
But see, they didn't have the decency, by the way, to give you at least a hashtag 1,000,000-mile T-shirt, unlike all the great T-shirts that Craig Sullivan has gotten for us.
That honestly would be a real.
You got a new one too.
That I would find more practical and would probably cost the same as something like this. But I would say it's a nice gesture. Delta didn't have to do anything. I think they're a great airline and they've taken good care of me. So I make fun because that's what we do on the show. But I did really appreciate everything.
But if you guys want to get your hashtag official No Vacancy Live merchandise, like our good friend Amy Montgomery, where can you go to do it?
Red Bubble.
Yeah, we did that together.
Woohoo! Yay, we finally got that right too. Look at this show coming together.
We're 2 for 2. It took us 40 episodes. High five, Glenn. Oh,
Yeah, with Emmy here, we knew we needed to class it up. So,
Oh, that's really nice of you
we're
guys.
trying to, we're trying to be like the hotel industry, just make the luxury side of the show go ahead.
Oh, well, that's
we're
really
gonna
nice that
overcharge
you think
as
I'm
much
very
as we
classy like
possibly
that.
can.
Amy wants to know, Glenn, did you get a new heavy platinum card
Yes.
like George
Hold on one
Clooney
second.
up in the air?
Oh,
Making them run away. So, Emmy, I obviously joined the show very late today due to unforeseen circumstances. So, who are you?
She's a friend. She's been on Click Connect.
That's a great place to
and
be.
She provides us with great information from CoStar.
Well,
Yeah, so I got this thing here.
wait, can you put that number up again?
Oh, shut up. I would do that, but only if it was my hotel secret financial numbers. That's what I would put up.
So Emmy, again, you look like a very nice, young, classy professional. Love the headset. What on
My
earth?
AirPods didn't work, so now I look like a goober wearing the headset.
I think you look great.
Subscriptions for Time Life on the weekends. Come on.
I think you look great, but what are you doing on this show?
Yeah.
What do you mean? You don't think I
mean-
like to have fun and make fun of people and joke around and
No,
be
it
silly?
means, you don't like to
I
lower
think
yourself
you
and
do.
lower yourself to our standards.
Yeah, our
That's
standards are they're so low. It's terrible.
Okay, well,
Yes,
maybe I should
Mike,
drink
I
some more of
think-
my beer, loosen up a
Drink
little
some more of your
bit. I
beer.
don't know.
Anybody's office is better than my offices. The offices that I've had in New York City. And honestly, this is the best office I've had in New York City ever. So you should have seen my last hotel's office next to it was an old engineering closet.
right.
And me and the chief engineer would talk to each other through the wall. Back and
Right.
forth.
The one he had before that was a cardboard box outside in the alleyway.
Yeah, no, that's really what it was. You know, listen, in New York, Craig, you can explain this more than anybody, especially in New York City. If you have a space that is not revenue generating, it's wasted space in Manhattan. And if there's anybody who is wasting space and not being a revenue generating product to a hotel, it's absolutely me. So they just sent me to the corner, said, sit outside, here's some Wi-Fi, do your thing, don't break something. And it works out for everybody.
And that's why you're the acting GM.
Hotel manager.
Oh, I
Got to
stand
make
correct.
it very, very clear.
I stand corrected. Glenn,
Suzanne,
please take note of that.
I've been dwelling in the basement for many
Basement dweller.
years.
See, that's the rivalry between the two producers.
Mike McManus.
Yep.
Amy looks and sounds like she would make a great sideline or roving NVL reporter. Amy on the go could be definitely a No Vacancy Live segment.
Right. Well, I can totally see you being down there on the conference floor and Craig. Sorry, my kid's school keeps calling me.
Phone calls on the show. What are we doing here, guys? We devolve every episode. Mark is saying, Dave, hope you're as nice to me on the 17th next month as you are to Emmy. That I can promise you I will not be.
I didn't realize I'm getting such special treatment here. I mean, this is great. Thanks, guys. This makes me feel really special. But I mean, feel free to make fun of me too. I'm okay. I can handle it.
Yeah, the problem is so far you seem a little too perfect for us. We don't know.
But to say it's not that I wouldn't do it if I could. I'm just not sure what to say.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we don't know. We don't
say. What am I
haven't hung out with you enough yet to understand what all of your horrible faults are to make fun of.
Right? We will find out.
I will be tipping my bartender, and we'll see.
The only real fault that you have is that you're friends with Craig. I can't really think of anything else. Like, what am I gonna say? Haha, nice stupid red headphone cord.
It is stupid though. Like, it looks ridiculous. Well, and then I feel even dumber because Craig asked me for a picture that's not professional. And first of all of the pictures I have of myself are like with people, and I realized I like scrunch my cheek next to them weirdly in every picture, so I couldn't like crop myself out. So that picture is first of all really old, and I'm wearing a headset, and I'm like, great, now I have a picture of me wearing a headset. Now I'm wearing a headset again. Like, I swear this is not my normal. Like, this just
you sure that's not like your signature move? You know?
Yeah, I wear it out to the bars, headsets.
Yeah,
it's my identifier.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
All right, so I want to go.
Perfect Emmy and Dave.
I really want to go back to this NVL roving reporter thing like that. I can totally see the three of us doing that. Craig and I in the studio, you down on the floor. We kick it to you, and you'll be like, "Yeah, I was just talking to the president of Hilton, and it looks like one of the franchise guys got injured. He's going to be putting on the reserve list, but they're just going to keep trying to move the contracts towards the franchise guys and see if they can sign it."
Actually, I could definitely see Emmy doing that. Like, she has the look too, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that last performance?
We all do.
Back to you, Glenn.
There's not one person that's living up to Emmy's standard right now. Let's just put it that way. And certainly not Mike McManus, was a recent guest. Mike, we need to come back on because there's just too much profession happening at the bottom right here. We need to kind of dumb it down a little bit with some Mike, and it's just too much.
God.
Funny enough, on my screen, you're showing up on the bottom right, and I'm like, no perfection to be found.
The bottom right on my screen. I mean, that declasses anything and everything we've ever done.
Right.
No Vacancy Live. So, no vacancy in general. It's been ever since that fateful November 2018 night where you and I got drunk in Manhattan. The first time we met, your entire career basically has just no time.
It really has. And now at least I know the exact date and the reasons why it happened.
Welcome to the dumpster fire, Debbie.
Debbie.
Emmy? He said Emmy?
Oh, I think it said Debbie.
Yeah.
He didn't.
These ears are getting old. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I got the goth look. Exactly. They're getting old. I'm 34 years old. They're going quick.
30.
I feel for you. I really do, but not really that bad.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for you either.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, you have Glenn over here who's 51, so like.
Thanks for reminding
me. Did we say happy birthday to Glenn yet?
We did that plenty yesterday.
Well, but can we do it again today?
We did earlier.
Yeah.
But
see, this is what happens when you show plate.
Happy birthday, Glenn.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks. That was really moving. It was super special.
Wait, no, all right, forget your birthday. Your birthday's not important anymore. This is actually much more important. Fun fact, off subject yet. I just made maybe the best mac and cheese ever during this show. So we are inspiring people to make good food.
Cow.
Nikki's a mac and cheese connoisseur. She's testing it for Thanksgiving. Her recipe that just seemed right. So I have very offended Nikki that I'm not getting to try some of this. I think some should be sent to us next Friday for an on-air tasting, and we will be the judges.
Yes.
So I think that
On
Nikki
how
and I
good
could
it
be friends because in Denver, we really wanted to go to this. It was like a mac and cheese beer
Mark.
tasting event expo, but the tickets were like way more expensive than I would have thought to pay for mac and cheese. So we decided to do it at our house, and
Right.
everyone brought their own
Oh,
fancy mac and cheese, and we did a
Nice.
contest. Who won had to pair it. It was great.
Did you
that's
win? Wait,
awesome.
did you win?
Of course, I won. Actually, I don't really remember
Oh,
because I was more focused on the
there's a
drinking
reason why
than
she's
the
called
than the
Perfect
eating.
Emmy. Come
Right? I was
on.
going to make
Yeah.
fun of her mac and cheese making skills. I can't even do that. What do we? So who booked Perfect Emmy? Because you're really making this hard for me to talk my typical crap.
Please do. You guys, I'm telling you, if you spent more than 2 minutes chatting with my husband, you'd be like, "Oh, she can handle anything that
Yeah, no
anyone
doubt.
says, and I don't get offended."
Emmy, I'm telling you this.
Round 2
Please,
is coming,
not
Emmy.
for
Don't
one
worry.
second do you think that I think you couldn't handle it. Not for one second would I hold back if I had a reason to say something. The problem is I don't, and I'm trying so hard and I'm failing.
Mike McManus is wondering, do you wear the headset while cooking?
I do because it's noise canceling, and then I don't have to talk to people.
That's
Mark's
I
gonna make
also
some.
wear
Mark's gonna
onion
make some-
goggles, so I look amazing.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, you got to have that way you block out the kid noise and stuff like that, right?
Or the husband.
What is the random sign hanging on your wall? The only decoration you have on your bland gray wall.
You know, I'm actually in a conference room, so it's a sign that says conference, and I think it has the conference phone number.
Yes.
And for assistance, please call these extensions. So, yeah.
Is there a number? Is there a number that could get me that Delta representative to call me back any quicker over there?
I'll work on it.
Yeah.
I'll put that request in.
Just give him the conference room phone number. He'll believe it.
I know.
Just keep calling during presentations and like, why is no one answering
Next time
this
you'll be
call?
able to call me gullible, Glenn. Yeah.
I have gotten accused of being very gullible myself. So
yeah, I hate
find
that
out.
too, because it's because I'm
No,
trusting.
not you, Emmy. That's not true.
Yeah. Dave, you called her bland and you have nothing on yours. Yeah, Dave is totally bland, plain vanilla. Look at him doing work over there in the background.
No, I mean, yeah, there's nothing on the wall, but there was the fan. There were a few water bottles that I noticed. Nothing else though, huh?
Mike wants to know what the number is. It says 8675309.
I was like, does it?
80 song, Emmy. 8675309.
Oh yeah, I should have known that.
God, that
you
was
need to
funny,
sing it
Glenn.
with the
That was
tone, with
funny.
the yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Speaking of gullible,
I did. If I sang it for real, the reaction would have been, whoop, would have been that, and I couldn't handle it right now. Mark wants to know, do I need to book a boardroom for the 17th when Mark is going to be appearing on the show? As Emmy has set the bar high. I don't know, Mark. I don't know if they're going to. Can you get the conference room at your hotel that you're opening? I don't know. Will you give it to yourself? Find out December 17th.
There we are.
Better
Those
decoration
are our
than I do,
hard-hitting
please.
questions, and we want to know.
Right? All right. So, Emmy, you're up there in Denver area. I love Denver. What's your favorite outdoor activities that you guys like to do?
favorite outdoor activities. Well, I mean, I think the obvious choice is skiing.
Skiing, yeah.
However, we haven't been able to do it for the last couple years, hence young kids. But my daughter is finally old enough to start ski lessons, so
Oh,
we
cool.
can start partaking in that activity again. But growing up here, I kind of turned into a snob, and it's hard to go on weekends and wait in long lines when I used to go during the week, and my parents were cool with me missing school and going
Ooh,
skiing. And yeah,
that's pretty awesome.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
my kids just did senior cut day a couple of weeks ago. That was a whole lot of fun. Yeah.
what did they do for senior cut day?
They did what they always do when they want to go crazy. They did shit on their computers.
Oh, I thought like senior cut days, like, oh, we all meet here, or
It
maybe my
was,
senior
at least
cut
it
day
was
was.
when I was in school back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Everyone went to Robert Moses State Park or something like that, to the beach or something. And then, no, they just like slept till 2:00, you know?
Oh.
Yeah. I don't
Oh.
know. Yeah. All right. Mark's Hotel won't be open till July 2022, but Mike booked Emmy's conference room. That's
Yes, do it.
There
Yeah.
you go, Mark.
just a short flight from JFK, man. I mean, it's no big deal.
Fly Delta.
Yeah. We got a number of a guy. So,
Wheels up.
you know how many times I've got an email from that guy and I keep telling him to, like, he should advertise on the show or something like that, or get me the CEO for a guest, and he just is not having any part of it. He just keeps sending spam emails instead
There
of
you go.
wanting to communicate with me. Yeah.
What's your reply to the spam emails on LinkedIn?
There comes Dave.
I've also never skied, by the way, but I've always wanted to. So we should make that happen, Mark, sometime. Actually, when we did the remote at the indoor ski resort at American Dream, I wanted to go down the slope and they wouldn't let me because I have no experience. How dare they try to protect me from myself?
Can you guys just promise me when you try it that you will not wear jeans to ski for the first time?
No, you get it. They get really, really wet. They get really wet. I might know that.
Do people wear jeans to ski?
Only ones that want to get weird looks from locals.
Wait, where are you from?
I'm in Denver, so grew up skiing. I think I
Native.
started skiing when I was like 3 or 4.
So, David, what they're telling you is when you finally go skiing for the first time, you need to wear cargo shorts.
I was just going to wear
Yes.
basketball shorts.
There you go. That'll work too.
Yeah,
Fast drying. Probably faster drying.
I skied a number of times when I was in my formidable years, but I stopped that. I do not have the ability to stay vertical. So I didn't want to get myself killed or blow out a knee. So I quit the skiing and focused on the drinking at the end of the ski slope.
So I want to answer Ken's question real
Après-ski.
quick. Do I have Christmas music playing? I do not, Ken. What was playing is I got a brand new phone today, and I haven't had a chance to change all the settings up. So that's the default ringer that came with my phone. Yes, it's terrible. I hate it. It will get changed if I ever get around to it. But yes, it's not Christmas music just yet.
Yeah. Speaking of Christmas music, I was at the Gaylord Texan at the Red Roof event this week in Dallas, and they've got a whole thing going on. So much Christmas. All right, this is beautiful. You know, you're going to get it. YouTube's probably going to nail us on a copyright thing for something like that. Yeah, so
Had to do it. Come on.
yeah, totally. So what they were already playing their Christmas music, and while it's a little too early to start hearing that Christmas music, I'm giving them a free pass because it was all like old school country style Christmas music, and we don't get that up here in New York City. So it was kind of fun to hear, all of that kind of
The
stuff.
Verizon store had the Christmas music on today too, which was kind of crazy.
Now that's just inappropriate. It's not.
Yeah, even the guy who was working was like, "This is way too early for this. I have to deal with this for another 2 weeks."
There's a radio station in Colorado that switches November 1st to Christmas music, and I swear it goes through like February.
That's
It's just, I have a hard, like, after Thanksgiving, I will embrace it. But
Agreed.
Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays, so I don't like it to get shortchanged.
I thought Thanksgiving is a good day, but Emmy, where do you like to ski / board in Colorado? Mike's asking.
I mean, my favorite is Vail, because they have some great back
Ooh,
bowls.
la-ti-da.
If you get
Could have been Aspen.
it's not bad. Yeah. Well, I actually haven't skied Aspen, but we might do it this year because my brother-in-law's dad lives there, so we at least have a free place to stay. Which I shouldn't say
There you
that on
go.
a hotel call, but winter rates in Aspen.
Yeah,
Are,
well, we'll understand. You're not.
Now, you're a hotel analyst. I think you could probably get a deal.
Not in the winter months. No way.
No, the whole thing is, a lot of us and one of the nice things is we have friends and we can get deals, but you can't do that when people want to travel. Like at the end of the year, I'd like to take my
It's
family
off-season,
away, and my
absolutely.
family's like, "Can you get us a deal?" I'm like, "No," because I'm not taking money out of their pockets for them to do me a favor.
Exactly.
That just makes you a jerk. If it's a time of year where they got plenty of empty rooms around, hey, let's show everyone the love. It's kind of cool then, but yeah.
So speaking of Christmas,
Uh-oh.
I teased my amazing Christmas gift to myself.
Oh.
Because clearly nobody else is going to take good care of me from this show. Craig, notwithstanding. Craig take great care of me.
If you want a California Lodging Investment Conference T-shirt, Craig's got you. He's already sent you 7. So
I did buy myself a Christmas gift. I'm very excited. I unwrapped it the other day. You guys aren't going to believe it. It's special to my heart, and I can't wait to show you guys. Ready? So
here it comes.
My early Christmas gift to me is.
Hey!
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
So since I was never going to get a copy from a good friend of mine, I had to go out and
I can't believe Anthony never sent you
at
that.
Amazon.com and order the book myself. All that difficult work. I had to hit the buy now button.
I know that one-click button is really.
It had to come all the way to my house. I had to unwrap it. It was just like. It was difficult, but it was worth it.
Thank you. I'm glad that Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. And you know what?
I got one. I've got Sarah's book. Sarah Dandishy sending me one. So
yeah, Sarah's book is out too. Congratulations to our great friend Sarah Dandishy. Make sure you guys check that out.
Oh, hold on. No. Not yet. Not yet, Dave. Come on.
But it's not plugging me in.
People tune into the show because they want things to be official. They want things to be done the right way, and we're going to do it the right way. That's right. It's a Plug-a-Palooza. Now, Dave, you have permission to plug Sarah's book. But if you do me a favor and allow me to talk slowly for a second, I can do this, Dave. Go ahead, plug it.
So forget about plugging me.
Wow, what a change.
Well, you see, Glenn, that's great to put it up there. But if you were a real producer, what you would do is what I did already, and bring up the actual website so that people can see the URL. They can see the web link. They can go and see where they can order the book. It's hospitalityfromwithin.com. Go to that website, check it out, scroll through. You can see everything that Sarah's got out there. It's an amazing book. Listen, guys, she's been working on this book for a very long time. It's been pushed back a couple of times so she can get it perfect. You don't win best concierge in the world for nothing, so you know the book's going to have a lot of great stuff. I'm taking my entire promotion time for myself and giving it to Sarah because she's that much of a great friend to everybody at No Vacancy. So head over to hospitalityfromwithin.com. Order your book now. You will not regret.
Excellent. Perfect, Emmy. Time for the perfect plug.
I don't know how I feel about this perfect Emmy. It seems like something to fall off a pedestal to fall off real hard and fast from.
No, not with us. We're all friends here.
All right, CoStar. They got great information. Use them. How's that sound?
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah. Craig, how about you, brother?
Was there a plug there?
You know.
I know. I was like, was I supposed to plug CoStar and I just missed it?
Yeah,
just like
plug yourself. Go ahead.
Oh
Pam.
gosh, I'm sorry.
Do you need the theme music again?
Not so perfect.
Maybe. All right, go for it.
All right, yeah. CoStar is the #1 commercial real estate database. It covers every sector: office, multifamily, hotels, which is what we care about, which has been loaded most recently. And on top of that, we have a great analytical team that can give you expertise knowledge in whatever market you're looking at. Is that good? Is that okay?
That was exceptionally
perfect.
You can't ask me to plug after I've had some of my apricot beer.
Like
here,
you, Emmy. Perfect.
You didn't get, the problem was when guests come on, we give them a 600-page manual that they have to go through.
I missed that.
At the bottom of 427 under an asterisk in a subsection. So that's
must be in your junk mail.
I know.
Gosh. Okay, that makes so much sense. All right, I'm sorry. So for Mark, you're going to be on it. I think the 17th. Now look for that 600 page. Look for the asterisks. Just know what's going to happen.
That's what we call comedy, Ellie. That's what we call comedy over there. All right, maybe that's what I call it because I don't have a good sense of how to make people laugh. Sully, what's your plug?
Hey, Click 5, March 10th, 2022 at the Crown Jewel of the Anaheim Resort, the JW Marriott. Perfect Emmy. Glenn Hausman, Late Day David will all be there. Sarah Dandishy's going to be there as well. And, we're really looking forward to it. We've got 10 brands. We've got lenders, management companies, third-party professionals, one day focused exclusively on the California hotel market. And I'd like to plug Click Connect. My interview show drops every Tuesday and Thursday. Perfect Emmy was just on it. Dave was on it a little while ago. Glenn's on it at least once a season, except for season 4.
I'm still very angry about it.
So we're getting ready to wrap up season 5, and we'll be kicking off season 6 after January 1st. So that's it.
So Mike McMahon is saying everyone have an amazing Thanksgiving. Mike, you're not getting off that easy. No, you may not be on next Friday, but we're going to be doing a special Wednesday night, Friday night audit edition. Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern time, 3 o'clock Colorado time, 2 o'clock Sullivan time. Celebrate us going into the long holiday weekend. So be sure to join us then.
Yes.
For more Garrulous Glenn, Friday, Sully.
Mark is throwing the challenge down to Perfect Emmy. He will see you on the 17th. Your comments and support are expected. Mark's going to be our guest. You haven't figured that out. And he's going to have to get a cool headset. So, Emmy, you need to be there or you won't be perfect.
All right, Mark, but just so you know, if you're not wearing a headset, I'm just going to click off right away. I'm just kidding. I'm not really. I will tune in and I will comment.
I tell Dave to click off all the time.
Yeah, he really does. It's a pretty common thing now.
All right.
And then I'm Peacemaker in between.
But the funny part is because I have the power to click off the entire broadcast. So if I don't get it understood properly, we could just cut it off before Glenn gets to promote himself, and then what happens?
Glenn.
Here's where I make Dave.
Glenn.
This is where I get my revenge on Dave and make him feel really bad because I'm not plugging myself this week. No, as you know, producer Dr. Suzanne's husband had a stroke, and we could use your help. He needs a lot of help, a lot of care. It's going to cost a lot of money. If y'all could go to GoFundMe to this address there, 8A1EF9AE. Give a few bucks. It'd be really, really helpful. Thank you so much. It's a very difficult time for everyone. And screw you, American healthcare system, that we have to do something like that. It is disgusting. It is obscene. But I want to thank everybody out there for trying to be helpful to do their parts.
Absolutely.
All right. And what the hell? Watch No Vacancy Monday through Friday at noon. I just got that little extra in there. All right. Any final words before we wrap this?
Aloha.
That's your final word? I guess being that it's a goodbye, I guess that makes sense.
Send me a check.
I will say shalom. All right. Emmy, stick right there. Still
waiting for mine, Craig. Still waiting for mine.
Stick right there because we'll wrap up with you after we wrap this thing up. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. So, for Perfect Emmy, Late Day Friday, Sully, and myself, Garrulous Glenn. Thanks for watching. See you next time.